Ringo, high five. Welcome to Taiwandering with Jason. This is going to be kind of a sad episode. This is going to be one of the sadder ones because I'm going to have to say goodbye to my cat, Ringo. So this is Ringo over here, my little special buddy. And you know, when I got him, I was a little bit apprehensive about getting a cat at first because for the longest time I was a dog person. As a matter of fact, this is my dog. Her name was Savannah, and she was a great dog, and I always thought I'd be a dog person through and through. Unfortunately, she passed away a few years ago, and so when that happened, I was pretty much saying I'm not getting another pet. Until one of my friends, Steph, she went on a trip, and she asked me to cat sit for her cat, Nico, and I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. And when I took care of her cat, I absolutely loved the cat, and so I decided, okay, I'm going to go get a cat. So Steph and I actually went to the animal shelter, and we found this little guy over here. And it's kind of funny because Ringo was the first cat that actually approached me and sat in my lap, purred, and we just felt a certain connection. You know, they say that you don't pick cats, cats pick you, and I think that was definitely the case with Ringo. Now, unfortunately, when I go back to Taiwan, my parents, my mom is allergic to cats, and so I decided I was going to give them to the person who actually fostered him originally. When I made the announcement on Facebook that I was leaving, she messaged me right away and said, well, if you're looking for somebody who needs to take care of Ringo, I can do it. And so I thought there was no better person to take care of Ringo than Josie. So I'm here with my friend Steph, and Steph is actually Ringo's godmother. Can you explain why you are Ringo's godmother?
Well, I have to say it really starts with my cat at home. I hear you. I have a cat at home named Nico, and I had to find somebody to take care of my baby when I went on vacation. So naturally I asked Jason, and I was so excited because they bonded so well together. And then I didn't expect that he'd want a cat of his own. So I'm like, yay, I found a great babysitter for my cat. But you know, I have to say, like, Nico's not an ordinary cat, neither is Ringo. So, you know, I think Jason was into cats after that, and we went and checked out the shelter, not really thinking that we would find his perfect match, and we found Ringo. But he wasn't named Ringo. What was his name before?
His name was Kenny before. Kenny,
that's right.
I don't know if you remember, but Ringo was actually the first cat who came up to me. You know, he approached me, and in his bio, they say that he's half dog, half cat.
It's very fitting.
The person who changed my mind was you, you know. And Miko was such a great cat, and I enjoyed cat sitting him. And I realized that, hey, I can make this work, because cats are a lot more independent, but they are also very loving too. Like, you know, Miko was a very loving cat, and Ringo obviously is very affectionate as well. He follows me around to pretty much every room. He wakes me up in the morning, and when you're having a bad day at school, you know, he's there to cheer you up. So.
Yeah, they are great little buddies.
Oh my God, he remembers my mom. You can tell he was close to my mom.
Sure.
Tan grande. He's bilingual too. I wonder how many languages you speak now, Ringo. Oh my God, he still has that one little tooth.
He does. That's what gives him character.
He remembers us.
He's a smart cat, so.
Where'd you get your smartness from? Daddy, you've been reading a lot of books. He's big.
Yeah.
So Ringo, his original place is Park City. I would see him in my feral cat colonies that I have, which is 12 of them in Park City. And he would come, and he was always a nice cat. He was never, he always made friendships with the other cats. And I knew from the start that he had to belong to someone. So you gotta think like a cat. I put my cat ears on and I would follow him. And I did see the mobile home that he belonged to. And that's when, just knocking. Of course, I never opened up the door, but then I had the kids. The kids, the ones that said that was their cat when he was a kitten, but the parents had to leave him outside, basically dump him, because of the hair, because his nails on the walls, on the wood, the carpet. So they threw him outside, and that's when I was starting to earn his trust. Then that's when I got in contact at the organization that I was with, because he wasn't fixed, and we got him fixed, vaccinated, and that's when the whole process begins. Now there is a side story to Ringo. So when organizations wanted cats, I always made sure Ringo was in the top there. They would never take him because he had an ear tip.
Can you explain what that is?
So when a cat gets TNR, that's for mostly outside cats. With him, I told on the papers, I wrote a note, I said he's a very friendly cat, so I would not consider him a feral. I want him to go into a rescue. Unfortunately, they did the TNR, so usually they do that for outside cats. So when you're trapping and you see that cat, you already know it's been through the TNR program. When organizations would see him, they thought he was a feral, so they wouldn't take him. They would take my other cats, and he would always be, left behind. And I didn't mind because he's actually one of my cats that I would call my pack leaders, that he helped me transition and socialize a lot of the cats that I was trapped in. So he was a teacher. Sometimes, this is what I think, that he would basically go up to the cats and be like, hey, Josie's kind of crazy, but she has a good heart. She can be a little, she starts dancing for us. And I play my flute with them. I play my piano. I'm a person that believes in crystals, lavender to calm them down, because they come in very nervous. I want to say 6 to 7 months down the road is when finally an organization said, we will take him. And my heart was so happy. He got to go into a rescue. But I'm a person that I always follow up on my animals, let it be dogs, let it be cats, hamsters, birds, I always follow up. And he wasn't getting adopted. And I was like, oh man, it's probably the ear because it's tipped. Until in January, right, Jason?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it was January when I told a board member, I said, you know what, if he's not adopted, I'm going to adopt him. And she said, Josie, I have good news. He got adopted. So at that moment, I started finding out who. I went on the Heartlands page just when I saw the picture of Jason and I saw the Pingo Ringo. That made me cry. I'm very happy that he got adopted. He found his forever home. I watched him grow the adventures of Ringo through Jason, and that to me, every time I looked at it, it's like, this is a passion that I love doing, is always to help the helpless animals. So that's my story on Ringo. Look at him over there.
Hey, buddy.
He's
so vocal. He is.
is.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Josie, and I know he's going to an awesome home, and hopefully when I come back to America, I can visit you and Ringo there too. And seriously, your mom's reaction, this made my day, so thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Jason.
Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye to my little cat, Ringo, and he's going to a great home, and I'm going to miss him a lot. I think of everything that I'm going to miss most about America my cat. This guy's been my companion during the quarantine, and it's just the perfect cat to get. And I'm gonna miss him a lot.
So here's little Ringo. He's in his container. He's about to go to his new home with Josie, and it's going to be a great time. You're going to miss him a tremendous amount. And thank you so much for taking him. I know you couldn't do better.
Ringo!
Okay, I love you, buddy. I'll see you later.